Good morning students. So today we are going to discuss about the next chapter, working with MS Excel. So in this chapter we are going to learn that how to work with MS Excel, what is MS Excel, what is their extension name, and what is workbook, what is worksheet. So let's get started. First of all, Microsoft Excel is a part of MS Office where you will get number of softwares like PowerPoint, Excel, Word, OneNote, different types of other softwares in the inside you will get, that is called MS Office package. In this software we'll learn that how we can work with it, what is row and column, what are worksheets, what are workbooks, that all we will discuss here in this chapter. So very first, the file that we make in MS Excel, it is called workbook. The file that you make in MS Excel, it is known as workbook. When you will open Microsoft Excel, how it looks, you can see here. It looks something like this. This is actually known as worksheet. This is actually, it's called a worksheet. Clear? And the vertical lies, the vertical series in this table, the vertical series in this sheet is called column, and the horizontal series in this horizontal series in this worksheet is row, and the single rectangular box, these boxes that you see here, these are the single rectangular box, they are called cell. Clear? It is called cell. And the complete this grid, if you see here, number of rows and column, it is called worksheet. And the basic file that we make in MS Excel, it is called workbook. It means the file you make in MS Excel, it is called workbook, where you will get number of sheets. It means you can say workbook is a collection of worksheet, and worksheet is made up of rows and column, which contains number of rows and column. It has vertical columns and horizontal row, and a single rectangular box, which is also known as a smallest unit of a worksheet. It is called cell. Intersection of row and column is called cell, if you can say in a single line or a definition. So it is a intersection of row and column. Clear? So let's talk about its extension name. The extension name of MS Excel is XLSX. XLSX is the extension for MS Excel, which saves your files with this extension. Whenever you will save your file is going to be saved with these with this extension .xlsx. Clear? Which is basically used to recognize the type of the file, that this file belongs to MS Excel. Now we'll see how many rows and columns are there in a worksheet. By default you get one worksheet in a workbook. So sometime it is asked also in the question that how many sheets by default you get in a workbook. So it is 1. 2007 version it was 3 before. Now the question is how many sheets you get in a workbook. So by default you get one worksheet in a workbook. You can add some more worksheet using a plus symbol in a workbook, where you can click on a plus symbol, you will get a new sheet, or you can go to the home tab and there is an insert option. From there also you can add a new worksheet in a workbook. So now how many rows and columns you get in a worksheet? So let's discuss this. So in Microsoft Excel you will get 10,48,576 rows and 16,384 columns. Clear? If you want to find out the cell, so you need to calculate 10,48,576 multiplied by 16,384. You will get the number of cell. So I'm not calculating here, you can calculate in MS Excel, and how to calculate that also we'll discuss in MS Excel later on. Clear? So this is the introduction, or you can say. So rows are in numbers, whereas columns are in alphabets. Clear? Rows are in numbers, columns are in alphabets. Now again one question is that in your mind, maybe it's running that if the number of rows are 10,48,576 and 16,384 column, so how these characters is going to be managed? because here the characters that we get, the letters we get in English, it is only 26 characters, 26 letters, and in computers term it is called characters. In your English grammar it is called letters, so that I am always saying characters. Clear? In the term of computer it is called characters. So we have only 26 characters in a worksheet, 26 characters here in a column. So how will you manage 16,384? So there will be a logic, there will be a some series after Z. So after Z, A to Z, we have 26 characters, and after that what will be the next series? Because 26 columns, we don't have only 26 columns, we have 16,384 columns. So how it will be managed? Simply after the Z, the next series will start. The next series will start from AA, AB, AC, AD, and so on till AZ. After AZ, this series is over. The next series is going to be start BA, BC, BA, BB, BC, BD, and BZ. Clear? The next series CA, CB, CC, CD, and so on. Like last is Z. So like that, this series will continue next to next. So I hope you understood this. Again, if you have any doubt, you can comment in the comment section, so we'll resolve it soon. Clear? So this is the way that we can make a series after 26 characters. Clear? So the last column name, if you see the last column, sometime it is also asked, because it is 16,384 columns. So after the second series, the double series, we are getting AA, AB, AC. So this is a series of 2 letters, because it is 16,384. So in the order of the next series, it can also starts with triple A also. Clear? Thereafter AA, B, AA, C, AA, D, and so on, AA, Z. So like that, the last column name that is going to appear, that will be 16,384th column, that will be XFD. So this is also a question here, what is the last column name in a worksheet? So that is XFD. This also asks sometime in a true, false, or one word, that what is the last column name. Fine. So this is the way that we calculate, this is the way that we find the number of columns in a worksheet. For rows, simply it is nothing, simply from first to 10,48,576 rows we get here. Rows are in numbers, columns are in alphabets. Thereafter, how will you start MS Excel? Simply you need to click on the start button. You know that start button, all programs, all, and all programs, and there will be MS Office. There you will get MS Excel. Once you have clicked this, you will get a window of MS Excel. Looks like that, you can see on the screen. So it will look like that. What are the different components of MS Excel? So the different components of MS Excel that you will find, very first, that is quick access toolbar. Now what is quick access toolbar? So quick access toolbar is the toolbar which appears at the top left corner of the window, which have some common options that we always use, like save button, undo button, redo button, open button, or sometime print preview button. So some of the common buttons that we always use, it appears on the quick access toolbar. The name of the toolbar is quick access because we can open it, access it quickly. We don't have to follow some steps, step number 1, 2, and 3. For example, if you want to save your file, simply you can click on the button given on the quick access toolbar, that is save button. You click on this, a dialog box will appear and give the file name, file is saved. Otherwise, the second way is you need to go to the file tab. Go to the file tab, then there you will find save option, then dialog box will appear. So here you are following 2 steps. Step number 1 this, and step number 2 you are following 2 steps here. Instead of going file tab and save, simply you can click on this button on the quick access toolbar, so that here you can quickly complete your works. So that's why the name is quick access toolbar. Like that, the file that you have already saved, if you want to open it, so there is also two ways. You can go to the file tab and there is an option open. From there you can open. But if I say, if you can use say to make it, to open it quickly, so we can use quick access toolbar. Here at the top left corner of the window, simply you can go to the quick access toolbar. There you will find the open button. Simply click on open button and directly you can open the file. The existing file that you have already saved, you can open those existing file while clicking on quick access toolbar on this button. So I hope you understood what is quick access toolbar, which opens our options quickly. That's why it is called quick access toolbar. So next we'll learn in the next class what are the other components of the window that we are going to discuss in the next class. Till then, take care and watch the video. If there is any issues, comment in